make parts for that's. I just don't put the black on it, but that's what we do. That's all we do. And we make all that, so that's what we do. Alright, so being as today is Monday, it's time for Music Monday. Alright, so going over the Grateful Dead's new album, which is called Red Rocks Amphitheater, Morrison, Colorado. Basically, it is an album that was released about their concert in that location. So all of it is live, which, you know, it's going to have a really nice sound to it. Probably going to have some really nice acoustics because of the location. So, yeah, for those of you that really like the Grateful Dead and what they've come out with in the past, like, you know, if you really like some of their big hits and definitely like the sound of live music, I'd say this is right down your alley. And, you know, the thing of it is, you know, like I said, being that it's in Colorado in this particular location, the acoustics are probably going to be really, really well. So definitely something to look at. Here is something else for you all. Little Richard is also denying the rumors that are saying that he's near death, saying that he is still singing. So for all of you out there that was wondering about Little Richard, he's doing just fine. At least that's what he's saying, so I'm going to go with it. At the moment, I'm just glad that we're not losing another music legend at the moment. So, for those of you out there that are making all these rumors, please stop. So, going over Bob Dylan's album that turned 50, which, like I said before, it's really remarkable. You know, it's definitely one. Blonde on Blonde will be one of Bob Dylan's best hits. So, not a question as to why. I don't think there is any question as to why his album would be doing so well. And initially, I guess it was thought that the song was a drug song due to the fact of the lyric, "Everybody must get stoned." When Bob Dylan came back later and said that was a metaphor, and what he meant was people should get stoned to death for their sins. Going on like perhaps by angry fans. So, I mean, point being though, it was definitely a top song of that era, one of the best songs that Bob Dylan has done, and a lot of a lot of people have been saying it's one of those songs out there where Dylan was being Dylan. So, definitely a good piece there, and a great time for Bob Dylan and his fans. So, okay, so another big news break. Sinead O'Connor, the one who sang "Nothing Compares to You," she has been reportedly been found. She was out for a bike ride and somehow she got lost. I don't know. But anyway, they did find her. The police did a massive manhunt for her. She was found. She's okay. You know, here recently, I guess she was, well, anyway, she's fine. The best for last, the Top Gun soundtrack. And this is one time where, which a lot of people don't realize, Top Gun, the soundtrack, was so remarkable, and it helped revolutionize what we think of with movie soundtracks today, because it had a lot of smash hits in the soundtrack, which became kind of like its own album, if you will, and it kind of rose up on the charts, while at the same time the movie's rising up on, in the movie industry. And it came to where, in a sense, they're both kind of clashing because one's doing so well. The soundtrack is doing so well on the music side. The movie's doing so well on production side for movie industries. So they both kind of clashed, but they really helped each other out so well. And it's just such a great piece of work. You've got Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins, which Danger Zone in itself, it is basically a smash hit in that movie. And a lot of people will debate and say that actually Top Gun had two anthems, and the first one is the Top Gun anthem. And then the second one would be Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. And it's a very good debate, because I would definitely say that it probably did have two theme songs in that movie rather than just one. So then you had songs like Lead Me On, Hot Summer Nights, Heaven in Your Eyes, the Top Gun anthem, which I was saying about a while ago, with Steve Stevens. Tremendous guitarist. He probably doesn't get the respect that he truly deserves, because you hear a lot about the other. I don't know why he doesn't get the respect that he deserves, but definitely a really great guitarist. And I mean, the Top Gun anthem, which he plays, and it's, in a sense, it's kind of become his. I mean, that particular anthem is still played today throughout high school concerts, various. I mean, it's played all over, and the fact that this guy was the original one who played it, just phenomenal. Then you got Mighty Wings, Playing with the Boys, which again is Kenny Loggins, which a lot of people don't know, but Kenny Loggins actually came up with Playing with the Boys before he did with the Danger Zone. He initially didn't want to try to get that big lead spot right away for Top Gun, because Top Gun, I think, it already had its anthem, and it needed a second song in there, which a lot of artists at that time were competing for that spot, because anybody who gets that spot in a movie, you pretty well made it, right? But nobody was going for the volleyball scene, so he wrote Playing with the Boys for that particular scene. He got it, and then he proceeded with Danger Zone, not sure if he would get it or not. He ended up getting both slots, and the rest is history. But Playing with the Boys, then you've got Take My Breath Away by Berlin. Phenomenal song. I think it helped the band Berlin out tremendously, helped out the movie Top Gun tremendously. That love scene that has Take My Breath Away in it is definitely one of the best love scenes of all time, and that song helped solidify that love scene. So that was a very great song in itself as well. Then you have Destination Unknown, Radar Radio, Great Balls of Fire, which they added to the anniversary soundtrack. It wasn't in the original soundtrack, but they put it in later because it was one in the movie. Sitting on the Dock of a Bay was another one, and You Lost That Love and Feeling. Those three were actually put in the anniversary soundtrack later on, but still great songs and great parts of the movie. But then you have Through the Fire and Memories. A piece. And Memories is a piece in the film. The slow music that you hear basically when Goose dies. Sorry if I gave something away. But yeah, all in all, really great soundtrack. Probably one of the best soundtracks of that time, and without a doubt, probably the best, or at least one of the best soundtracks of all time. Just because, like I said, it helped revolutionize what people think of when they hear soundtracks. And, at the same, it just opened the door for everything. And at the same time, a lot of these hits that are on the soundtrack are still smash hits today. Danger Zone is not going to go away. Take My Breath Away is still being played over and over again. And the Top Gun anthem in itself is still being played over and over again, ensuring that the soundtrack and the movie will never go away anytime soon. Guys, today is Tuesday, February 17th. 2016, and it is kind of another cloudy day. Y'all can see this. Kind of crazy though, because like the clouds just keep coming and going. So for all those vloggers out here in Missouri that are filming in the privacy of their own homes and you're dependent on the sunlight, good luck to all of you. I'm serious, because I know it's got to be hard. This is the way the sun's been going in and out all day. I kind of depend on the sunlight myself, but kind of in a different way. Hey, lady, how's it going? Oh, lady dog. Alright, well, today I got something brief I want to talk about. Today would be Movie Tuesday, but I'm going to kind of bump that back a day. Well, bump it forward a day. So, I will kind of do more of a movie thing tomorrow. Just on the count of today, I wanted to do a remembrance. For my remembrance today on my vlog, I just wanted to remember my cousin, Lance Young. He would have been 33 years old today, and bright kid, graduated high school 3 years before I did. He was going to college. Well, he's going to work for MoDOT, and, had a future ahead of him, but he was suffering from depression, and, long story short, he committed suicide back in 2005, so, very tragic. So, for the remembrance, I wanted to do this vlog on Lance Young. He's my cousin, and in 2005, on his 21st birthday, we got the news that he committed suicide. Kind of a tragic ordeal. He suffered from depression, so, it kind of took everybody by surprise, though, because nobody really expected, what happened. I remember when I got the news, my dad and I were just finishing putting the flag up. We just got the flag post up. We put the flag up for the first time, not this flag, but a flag up here for the first time. and we heard about, we got the phone call that Lance committed suicide. And one of the first things that I did was I came back out here and I put the flag to half-mast in mourning for my cousin. So it was a very tragic day. I don't think it was one that I'll forget. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with you'll remember where you were on September 11th. I'll always remember that, but I'll also remember where I was when I got the news that my cousin passed away. So, and at his funeral, they played "I'll Be Missing You" by Sean P. Diddy Combs. Very emotional song. They had him dressed in his camo and in the casket. And they had Mountain Dew because his favorite drink is Mountain Dew. So, it's just one that I'll always remember. And so I kind of, want to dedicate this vlog to him. So in remembrance of you, Lance, this particular vlog is dedicated to you today. What more can I say? Alright, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 19th, I believe. And happy Shrek Day to everybody out there. The movie Shrek. I'm here at the theater right now, here at Carmike. And I'm going to go see The Jungle Book. So, we'll see how good it is. Guys, just got out from seeing The Jungle Book. Really good movie. If you haven't got to see it yet, I would say that one's a definite must as well. I would give it a 9 out of 10, really, because I hardly ever give out a 10 out of 10 on movies, but I will give it a 9 because the details in that film were just incredible. For those of you who have seen the animated version by Disney of this movie from a while back, you will not be disappointed. The characters stayed true to that film, and there are some songs that you will be very familiar with. So I would say Disney did an excellent job in this film. I can't wait till it comes out on, to own on video. But yeah, they did a very fine job. So thumbs up all the way around. I mean, what you could really pay attention to is just like how well of detail. I mean, the snake skin, sorry to give anything away, but the snake skin in the film, the snake's eyes in particular, just all the CGI for the animals, the whole fire scene was really great. I can't express it enough. It's just a phenomenal film, and they left it open for a sequel. Won't give anything away, like I said, but they do leave it open for a sequel. So, like I said, thumbs up all the way around Disney. Way to go. I'm on my way home now, and I'm going to chill for the rest of the evening. So,